dear Taurus, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of August with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I hope you like the new Leo display to honor Leo's birthday month of August. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements reading up, message from the divine for the full members to this channel. And what am I still carry from my first years of childhood is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for July to get a context, and this is the prediction for August. And I will start reading your cards, and I use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. When I open your deck here, I see the 4 of Swords together with Page of Swords. So this is someone that's pretty prideful and wants to prove that they can do without you, or that they don't need to talk to you and they are not going to budge or change their mind. It's like a teenage rebellion here. I called the divine with love and light, and here we have the 5 of Swords together with Page of Swords. Might be that they're a little bit crossed with you or angry with you for something that has happened. Either it's in their own head or something that's really has been going on. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we have the 10 of Swords together with the 5 of Swords. This looks pretty serious. I want to see what it's about. I'm going to use the blind spot oracle 57. Hang on while I'm searching for 57 here in the book. Optimism is associated with many positive things such as increased success, better physical, emotional, mental health, increased life expectancy, and better recovery from adversity. Having a positive outlook is a positive thing. It is a positive thing until you are using it to deny the negative. This makes positivity nothing more than illusionary denial. It may benefit you to also spend some time accepting the energy of the negative things and coming to understanding of why this is presenting itself in your life as of now. So I think there's someone trying to protect themselves from maybe a truth that you have been trying to tell them. They are acting as if you are the problem for coming. It's like shooting the messenger basically. Okay, it might of course be the other way around as well, that they are angry because you're so optimistic and they think life is much more horrible than you think that it is. Can go either or. So 6 elements, 3 of coins, 5 of swords. It seems like it's something that could be sorted out or could be, you know, talked through. Might be a lot of misunderstandings and things, people's ideas and people's triggers getting in the way for real communication. Okay, so 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. I want my dear Taurus to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. So I will tune in to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in August. So this is the new bottom of the deck, the moon here. Definitely someone trying to deny the truth of a situation. So it's like they don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't want to see the truth. They don't want to deal with the problem. They just want to act as if nothing is going on. And by that, they are acting very self-destructive. And also this can be very destructive towards the relationship. Can be, for example, that you are saying that, let's say that this is just a random example. You say to your sister that I think this might be something wrong with your baby. It doesn't seem to follow people with their eyes, and it should be able to lift its head by now. And the sister gets really angry and don't want to talk to you. You're not invited to meet the baby anymore. So that kind of situation is what I'm picking up on, but it can be in various of different ways that this is it can be, for example, that you tell someone that I think you need to deal with your emotions like this, and they get super upset with you. So it can be so many different ways. This is the old bottom of the deck, Hierophant. So it might be that they think you're a know-it-all, and that you don't really know what you're talking about, or they don't want you to know what you're talking about, and it scares them. It's like filled with anxiety here. So the Ace of Swords there, I don't know exactly what it is that they want to say, but they're definitely blaming you for whatever is happening here. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. Your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you. And this is your behaviors and attitudes, outcome for August, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation. And we have a Knight of Cups. So I think you have been trying to do something nice. You know, if we see something, or we're talking to a person and, you know, they are in denial, we want to help them. We want to help them see, because it's better if we see and deal with the issue than pretend that it's not going on. Then it's going to be an ongoing problem for a very long time. King of Swords, I think this is your perception, that you have been able to see this thing and identified it. With the King of Swords, you probably didn't say something immediately, but you have thought about it, and then you said something, or you wanted to say something. Okay, this is what's on their mind. Two of Swords, they don't want to hear what you have to say. It's they don't want to see the thing that you had, like an epiphany here, and they basically just want to ignore you and your truth, or your what you were made aware of. Okay, and the bond between you two, Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, I think there's beautiful intentions from both of you in the bottom of all this. It's just that like a scary picture, a scary vision, or a scary possibility has made this person close down. Okay, this is your feelings. Two of Wands. So since you weren't really well received with what you were trying to say, you have turned your back towards this person and saying, okay, so if you don't want to hear the truth, you can be aware of it when you are aware of it. I'm not going to, you know, continue reminding you or telling you that something is off. You can figure it out for yourself. So, and this is their feelings, Eight of Wands. It seems as if they know the thing that you are talking about. They have been scared of the same thing themselves. It's just that they don't want to see or deal with it. They might not have the strength to deal with it right now. So they're rather almost ending the relationship with you, or like refusing to talk to you or take your calls. I'm not seeing that you're calling per se, because you have your back turned towards them. But if you would call, it's possible that they would not take your calls, but they are very aware that you are right, acutely aware that you are right. And that's what the Ace of Swords was about, that they know that they have had the same fear as what you told them, and they just didn't want to know about this fear. Okay. So, clarify the Knight of Cups, the situation in this relationship, the Fool. So really good intentions both ways here. This person just want to live in you know, happiness. For example, if we actually have a baby, we want to be in that baby happiness. We don't want to think about that could be any problem with that baby. And the baby can be like an actual baby, or a symbol for example, a project, or someone's health, or someone's children, like older children, not just babies. And it can even have to do with someone's inner child, that you can say to someone that, I think you actually were abused by your parents. Maybe not, you were not physically abused, but I think you were mentally abused. And this person doesn't want to hear about it, because they have, you know, sprinkled flowers and fairy dust over the memories of their childhood to be able to get along with their parents today. So that's just also just an example. Best intentions here from both of you. Clarify the King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So I think this person is a little bit more dependent on others than what you are. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords, pretty self-sufficient energy. So for them, it's for you, probably you have been through a little bit more in your life, or at least been through them so far that you have actually started to process what you have been through. So because of that, you have become more resilient. So whenever things happens to you, you can deal with the problems. It's as you know, horrible for you with the problems as it is for the next person. But you're not. It's not the end of your life when a problem happens. You deal with it. You face it. You don't resist like the truth of a situation, and that makes you much more competent, you know, to deal with your life in general. So you're not like a little baby that needs things to be fixed and put right so that you can you know, live without whining and complaining and being upset and being dramatic. If we have a person that's less self-sufficient and less resilient, they will become like a pile of, like, just to become a mess if there's a problem, and crying on the floor and expect for someone to come and fix it, and that's not how you are. So for you, it's not like, it's better to put light on the problem and deal with it than to ignore it. But for this person that probably feels as if they can't deal with whatever problem is coming or might be there, they don't want to hear about it, because they won't be able to deal anyway. They will just become a useless pile of tears on the floor. Okay. And maybe that's the worst thing that could ever happen, because maybe they don't want to display emotions. So that's make it even worse. Clarify the Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, like a pile on the floor. And they don't want to display emotions. We can see this with them having their back turned towards the moon, and their emotions, their intuition, but also their more fearful emotions. So what can be so horrible, I wonder? But I will clarify. We can see that King of Wands. I want to clarify the Queen of Cups, so it might be that this came through. King of Wands. I'm putting attention to this here around this person. They seem untouched by it, but it's still as a threat. At least, you know, it's not good feng shui, this with this. Arrows pointing towards this person. I think they are much more vulnerable than you, and you are able to deal with, you know, threats. And this person, they're not able to deal with threats. They are putting the lid on their cup and just want to contain it there and pretend like everything is all right. For you, it's like everyday thing to have to deal with problems, overcoming obstacles, hurdles, deal with difficult emotions. It's just bring it on. I can take whatever, you know, life is pushing my way. While this person is like, don't touch me, don't talk to me the wrong way, don't. It's like they need trigger warnings, you know, that kind of person that need trigger warnings. The person that can't deal with their own triggering. You see a trigger, then you know, oh, here's a wound that is unhealed, something I need to fix. But another person, they feel triggered and they think, oh no, I can never do this thing again because see, I'm getting triggered. So I can't read this kind of book. I can't go to that kind of store. I can't be with these kind of people. I'm getting triggered. And it's all right. You know, we don't have to be with people that's, you know, difficult, or be in a mall with really high sounds and, you know, making us stressed out. So we can take care of ourselves, but we can do it consciously. We can see, okay, I'm choosing to not go to the mall because it's too much noises. It's, you know, making me tired, and then I won't be able to do anything fun for the rest of the day. But if we're just like hysterical and say, no, I can't buy these things that I need. You need to go because I'm needing to stay at home because I'm getting so triggered. Then we are kind of making other people's our parents and forcing them to do the things we can't cope with, instead of figuring out why we can't cope and figuring out a solution for how we can cope. Maybe we can go to the mall with the earplugs, or, you know, go in, just buy what we need and go out again. So, but this is a person that's, you know, if they have a problem, they can't solve it. It's just then we can't do that anymore. So they're limiting their life. But it can also be that they want to end a relationship because, it's a problem. Here comes a problem. Now we need to break up. So it's very... we can feel that this person isn't really, you know, respecting us or valuing us. It's as if they are the most important person in their life. And that's probably true. It's a little bit like an immature person with a little bit narcissistic tendencies. So this is your feelings, and we have an Ace of Swords. So you're not really feeling so much. You probably feel a little bit grumpy in this situation because the person is acting juvenile or impossible, or doesn't deal with the issues that need to be dealt with. You just see clearly what needs to be dealt with, and if that person doesn't want to do that, it's not your problem. So that's what I'm picking up on there. And this is their feelings, clarification. Queen of Pentacles. They want you to come and fix it and help them, but they want you to be, you know, extra considerate about their emotions. I'm not saying that you have to be like that, but it's like they want to make a scene, and then you're supposed to come and fix it and say how this is going to be solved. They don't want to hear just about the problem. They want to hear how you are supposed to solve it. Okay. So that's asking a little bit much. Your behaviors and attitudes, Page of Cups. Their behaviors and attitudes, Eight of Pentacles. Try to not baby them if that's what your intent. It's better if they can deal with the problem themselves. You know, they need to learn to deal. They need to learn to cope. They need to learn to face their issues. And, you know, if we don't face our issues like this, we just pretend like everything is fine, it piles up. It's like... messages in bottles that have, you know, come ashore and piling up in bigger and bigger piles, not being dealt with. So different emotions, different, you know, insights, instincts, or, oh, here we have a problem, you need to tend to it. No, I don't want to tend to it. I don't want to see it. And therefore, it just piles up. It becomes more and more and more and more and more until... it's impossible for someone to deal with it. We will have a mental breakdown. So it's better to actually deal in the way that you are suggesting here than to not to deal or have someone else deal with it. It's nice to have someone else deal with it, but it's not making ourselves grow. And I see this person being open for growth here. So maybe that's what they're going to do eventually, because it seems as if you don't want to solve their problems, but you might be tempted to do so, because that might be your pattern, that you go and solve problems or enable other people. So outcome for, so Chariot. Okay, Chariot can be a good card. Sometimes it's a little bit selfish card, but clarify the Chariot here. High Priestess. Okay, so I think it's a good thing that you can help this person with a little bit guidance how to better deal with their, their stuff. Clarify the Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. So you're very loving, but you're just a little bit grumpy because the person doesn't want to do the adult thing. And to clarify that Eight of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles. We saw that earlier as well. So there's an opening here. I think the person will, eventually they will see, okay, there is a problem and I need to deal, but then they will have question, how can I deal? And maybe then you will come with some type of advice, but it seems like you're also keeping yourself out of it a little bit. So what's the advice for my Taurus here? The World. You can't take on the whole world. You get intuition from time to time that, hey, here's an issue. And then you can say to someone that's an issue, or if it's your issue, you deal with the issue. But you don't want to have, your issues, other people's issues. It becomes like, I'm feeling like it's dropping stuff from this planet here down on you. It's just raining, things that you need to deal with or things that you need to do. So that's what's going on with that. Appreciation. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Everyone has limited energy. You have limited energy. That person has limited energy. And you can help with the things that comes to your attention. And you can possibly say to someone that, for example, you can say to your mother, I think dad has gotten worse in eyesight. And you have talked to your dad first and he didn't want to hear about it, and then you talk to your mom and she don't want to hear about it, and then you don't think about it anymore. Then it's their problem. You have at least told them. So this is how you're saving your energy. You're not constantly getting super upset because your dad bump into things because he has poor eyesight. It's like you have told them that it's an issue, and if they don't want to see it, they can see it when they are, ready to see it. Maybe they need you as the glasses, but as I said, limited energy. This is you taking care of you. So this is how you solve this with, things, the whole world raining down on you like this. So what's going on with this relationship? Magic stream. So I feel this is magical possibilities, that's these emotions that are coming down and these triggers. They are here to help us heal, to show us the way, to guide us. And sometimes we're too tired to deal. So then we just lay like this and let the, messages in a bottle pile up. But eventually we start to deal, and that's, a big help. Because every issue we deal with is one step towards healing, one step to becoming more competent, one step to becoming more experienced to be able to take on the world. Maybe not everything, raining down on you like this, but, enough in a healthy pace that will not make us exhausted, but it won't make things pile up too much either. This relationship flying. So I think this person will be able to start to see it in an above perspective eventually. It's pretty crucial that we handle that well. Maybe we shouldn't tell them, I told you so. Okay. We can say, I'm so glad that you finally went and checked your eyesight, or I feel really relieved you are going to the doctor with your baby. Then I don't have to worry too much about that you are not getting ahead of this problem. I'm really thankful for you're doing this, and please let me know how it goes, because this has been really something that I was worried about. So I think this is a minor issue. It's someone denying something that needs to be seen. And sometimes when we see things that other people don't want to see, it can be frustrated. But if it's your problem, then deal with it. If it's not your problem, you can make people aware, but you can't force them to deal with it. So that's what I'm seeing here. So I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Happen Between You, and the love reading for July to learn more about this situation or this relationship. And if you want to see new and exclusive readings from me and watch the channel normal reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal questions readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And thank you for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.